Everyone, can you hear me? Let me know. Hey, just got my little monitor up. Yeah. Hi everyone, how we doing? Oh, I should close that poll. Hey, pirate, yeah. It's a bit of a pirate week over here. The set is becoming so detailed. Well, look, hey! The emoji thing works. That's cool. Love you. Thank you. What poll I don't see when that is because it was in the chat. And it's done now. It was the poll for the music. There we go. Yeah. How we doing? I have updated a couple of the chat commands. And that is because asking William for things was getting too complicated. Can turn the soundscape part down a little bit. Oh, thank you for noticing. Winging light. Yeah, Lou and I had set up to film something pretty exciting yesterday. Thank you. Here. Moony Mika, I'm turning the soundscape down a little bit just for you. How does it keep swinging? A Looney Tunes system of ropes and pulleys that is just off screen. It's jute, string, and some curtain pulleys. Today, I'm doing a little bit of writing. A little bit of a piratey themed writing that I've been not putting off, but meaning to do for a while. Just wanted to try and get some in before dinner. How are we feeling? Is the noise better now? My dad would know how that lamp works. Well, it's just a string I can pull right here. It's just a fun little guy. Do some more world building for the Disney game I want to run. Disney game? That's pretty cool sounding. Your dad worked in theater. Yeah. Then he would have a bunch of ideas about how to do this differently and better than I have. Oh yeah, you were making a treasure chest in Blender last time. Working on it some more. Hey. Seeing the emojis fly by is sometimes it's not a jump scare, but it's, oh hi. Cool. And gold coins and jewels and a sandy beach. You're making a whole world. You are making Clunk's dreams. I'm gonna pop the Wellium menu up in case anybody wants to check their points. See what you got. Mm-hmm. Haagen-Dazs says, I know how I do a swinging lamp. The sass on him. Oh my gosh. Haagen-Dazs says, I know how I do a swinging lamp like that, but the idea of having one would never have occurred to me. Oh, I don't know. I think give you some time in literally any situation, you'll innovate it. The music, what is this? I love it. I have actually compiled a playlist of like licensable music, mostly from Epidemic Sound and Artlist and the free YouTube library. I have made an attempt to credit as many of them as I can in my credit scene. This is it's my Wizard's Tower playlist. Okay, William hates me. No. Maybe he's nervous. First time here, this is Bananas Magical. Hello, Roxanne Meta. Hi, welcome to the chat. Thank you for saying so. And what? Fred says, I prefer Production Crate. I use Production Crate a lot. Little buddy. Yeah, I use Production Crate a lot, but their music selection, it's got some really good ones, but it doesn't have a huge music library for the type of music that I'm looking for, which is like fantasy, but not super, I don't know what the word is, like processed fantasy so much. I don't know. I mean, I won't say no to it, but I like the more folksy stuff with as many real instruments as possible. Roxanne Meta, there, I've just given you 10 points. Your first time here, you can use one of these commands. Well, you can use the Copper Dragon command if you like this magical stuff. We have a magical ancient wishing well here that would like to give you a gift. Yeah. Would you look at that? William just sharing a nice thought. Some decent advice. What day is it? Is it a holiday? Yeah. That was a good one. Wow. I think our wishing well, William, is feeling, dare I say, benevolent today. Surprisingly wholesome from William. It was. It was. Today I'm working on the next installment, I guess, of a little series that my partner and I are writing, and this is the part. I'm calling it, I called it jokingly Pirates and Prejudice, and the name very much stuck. I wonder if Kenaz is where the word kenning comes from. What is that word? What does it mean? It's time for my oh, ken is like to know. Is that where the I've only heard that said with like a very heavy Scottish accent. Cool. It's from Scots. That's neat. Getting into the Outlander quotes. I gotta say, I love the costumes that I saw on Outlander, but just to the very gently graze over the subject matter that I do not want to dive into too deeply was the most like viscerally nasty queer coding your villains. Ugh. Like I continued to watch it, but just that one bit alone, I don't know if I would call myself like a big fan. I again, costume's great though. That's fair. There's some nasty shit. Yeah, yeah. It's I see the merits for sure, but that's where I remember hearing the word Ken most. And the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. It's in a song. we do get a good gay character later. Yeah, I think I stopped watching shortly after that guy was introduced, and not for any reason. I just moved. Haven't picked anything back up yet. Mm. Mm. I am Outlander trash. That's alright. We are all allowed to love trash. It's perfectly fine. Personally, some of my favorite media to have on just in the background is really terrible B fantasy films that are specifically made for tween horse girls. There's so much of it. There's so much of it. And it is fascinating. That sounds up my alley. Yeah, it's like it's like tween girl main character. And there's always a horse as like a main character, although sometimes the horse plot is like, it takes a backseat to the fantasy plot, or it's just like adjacent. But Princess of Moonacre, I believe that is one. That one I haven't seen in ages though. I am talking about films that are worse. Just no budget, or very little budget. Like I watched one, I found some really great ones on, I think Tubi is the streaming service. Recently, I watched one where this girl, like, foils some, I don't know, gang activity plot to steal their horse ranch. Like mom's new evil boyfriend stealing, like owes these gangsters a lot of money or something, and so they're trying to like snipe the deeds to their ranch or something. And by the way, also this girl can see and talk to fairies, and that's the whole thing. And her, I believe, like a very mild sugar-coated depiction of either Alzheimer's or dementia. Like her grandmother passes away, and at the end, spoilers if anyone cares or knows what this is, grandmother becomes a fairy and finds out that their missing grandfather had been a fairy the entire time. I love this shit. Oh wow, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Mary. That's very cool of you. Thanks for keeping the cottage lights on. I have some alerts set up that aren't working, so also thank you for helping me realize that. No, but I appreciate that very much. Yeah, it really helps fuel this insanity, this possession, this zealous dedication to the atmosphere. Well, Spirit is an icon, also crushworthy. Is that awkward? I don't think so. I think there's a whole genre of like animal main characters that are, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's furry stuff for people who aren't furries even. They have a universal appeal, and it's okay to accept that. I think the spirit horse, absolutely one of them. And just off the top of my head, Kovu from the Lion King sequel, one of them. And Robin Hood, the OG Disney. That fox. I believe you would be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't see the appeal of those three. Gotta list Robin Hood. Funny story. My mother loves that movie, and one time I never check Facebook, but I saw a notification, and my mom had reset her status to being like in love or like engaged or even something like that. Something that like put the fear of a god I don't really keep track of in me. And I went to check Facebook, and it was the picture was my mom with a Disney face character of Robin Hood. Like that's good. That's fine. That's 100% acceptable to me. That's so wholesome. Yeah. Hmm. Like at the parks, I didn't even know he existed as a character. Your mom sounds amazing. My mom is incredible. Uh, she's a perfect human, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it was just they were bringing back some vintage ones for whatever reason. Just a fun little thing they were doing. Right, I am switching up my settings a little bit here. I appreciate everybody being here and poking around. Very much helps. You know, sometimes you have everything set up with all of these softwares that go into streaming, have your alerts and everything, and you go, you're ready, and they just don't show up. Been wanting to make a humanized cosplay of Maid Marian. I love her look. Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty amazing. Funny enough, I made shirt designs based on Maid Marian and Robin Hood. I don't really know how to pull up a picture or anything right now, but you can find them on my website, that's for sure. Well, hello there. Say hi. Say, remember. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I've been wanting to, I can't figure out how to make it look not bad. One thing that has always helped me when I'm making a cosplay, like a more realistic or humanized version of a cartoon, is to add a lot of texture. I think if you do a cosplay and you try to do the straight sort of flat cotton color blocking and look as cartoony as possible, it's always gonna fall a little flat in real life unless you are some sort of master. But I think adding a lot of texture, like pick different pink fabrics with different lacy textures and stuff for Maid Marian, and like really maybe even really coarse linen versus something really shiny somewhere else, it helps a lot. Also, like using the correct fabrics. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. When it comes more to like garment construction, that is a little bit less my area. I come at it from a character design standpoint because that's my house. That's where I live. Non-poly fabrics. Yeah, you got it. Just reading the last chapter that I wrote in this so that I actually remember where I am in this story. Hello, Loki Loki, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Oh my goodness. A friend of mine is a textile historian and should very much agree. Stefan, who is that? I mean, don't, like, dox them or anything if they don't want to be known, but sounds amazing. Popping this up again, in case anybody has an excess of points. Say thank you. This is, I had a little bit of this set up already, but Lou and I, my partner, did some filming yesterday. We have a piratey themed project in the works. It's gonna be right here on Twitch. On Twitch. Wow, only a little bit weird. That one was mostly nice. Look at that. Not mean like he usually is to me. You've gotten some zingers from him. I'll give you that. Must be a case of tough love. Yeah, Loki, what kind of leather thing are you attaching there? Are you like wrapping leather around it for a grip? For a staff? Oh, look at Roxanne on it. Ready to go. I'll say I saw you got the job you applied for after you got that rune. That's pretty cool. Well, congratulations. That's pretty neat. A little good luck from an old wishing well, but hope you're very proud of yourself. Well, I got into a competition for the job. That's pretty rad. Still, that's big. Congratulations. Yeah, hot glue and super glue. Yeah, hot glue and leather, they don't like each other very much, do they? You could, like, the best case scenario, I agree, is with Haagen Dazs is a hide glue of some kind. That's kind of materials that are similar to each other. They like to stick together, and so hide glue and leather are buddies a lot of the time. But if you can't get hide glue, sometimes contact cements will work, like the shoe glue. Yeah, we got a lot of knowledgeable craftspeople in here. When in doubt, duct tape? No. Oh, goodness. Duct tape can do some amazing things, though. Is a leather solution, though? Accursed. Leather and wood scare me. I'll stick to fabric and yarn. Yeah, I'm exactly the opposite. I think you're very brave. Fabric takes so much time. You get pre-made leather grips with their own adhesive backing for sports equipment? I had no idea. That's so handy. Oh, Clunk. Little goat. Little guy. Damn you, Automod. Yep. I agree, though. You should be allowed to say it. He sounds like a cat. He often does, yes. He makes whatever noise suits him, really. people are already setting off fireworks in your neighborhood. I'm sorry, that's I think I have opinions about the 4th of July. I think one of the worst days for local wildlife, and I think that should be taken into consideration more often. It's also not a great day for veterans. Canada Day is tomorrow. Yeah, that'd be my first Canada Day in Canada. That'll be interesting. I probably will stay home. They should just do drone shows instead. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You're in the GTA now, right? What is the GTA? Greater Toronto area. Oh no, we are not there at the moment, but we hope to be. We're probably gonna have to move there because I'm still saving up to get my visa officially sorted. Right now, my status is temporary resident, which is, you know, as far as a border patrol officer is concerned, no status. And also as far as many banks are concerned and stuff. So we're still, like, I'm not at the point where I can submit the visa just yet, due to money or whatever. But when we do, we're in Quebec right now, and so we'll probably end up leaving Quebec just because the requirements are very different. If you can't speak French, they don't want you. And if you don't have family there, well, actually, technically I do, but I have a cousin who lives here in Montreal. But yeah, it's a lot harder to just go right into Quebec, so we'll probably end up moving. Visa stuff sucks. Good luck. Yeah. Yep. I've done so much visa stuff in the past couple of years. It's been good gracious. I can't wait for it to be potentially over. Fortunately, it's the one that I'm looking at is pretty straightforward. It's a small business, like self-employed visa, which means you know, you guys are helping me stay in Canada and away from countries where my life would be much harder just by showing up here, so thank you very much. You moving again, Azright? Not terribly soon. I might have to move. I definitely have to at least make sure that my business operations are all in probably Ontario. I've got like a virtual office because everything is online. I don't really have to, like, it's okay for me to register the business elsewhere, especially because I mean Momo's in Ontario, so I have some pretty cool peers that I can list in my application. Wish you a mold-free experience in your next play. Thank you. Yeah, we're hoping that we can stay here as long as possible. We at least want to stay here for another year, like until May 2025, because that is how long they've granted me my status for, and Lou their status for. So we have until then for me to submit my visa. Business boy, yeah. I registered myself as a business in Ontario and everything. Got a virtual office because you have to. It's been pretty wild. Feeling a bit grown up. Although, at the same time, a resounding, shambling mess of a person who just looks like they might be able to get their shit together. It's like, I've registered my business, yes. But I also bake my own bread because it's cheaper. There we go. Imposter Syndrome. Peasant Core Edition. Baking stream? That would be so fun. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I do have a bread recipe that I like a lot. I got a new sourdough starter. Well, new, it's my first sourdough starter. I usually just bake really simple bread. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's a... I got one from Etsy. And it's supposed to be, it's like a 400-year-old German heritage sourdough. And I know that's all like mostly marketing. Because the, like, starter and yeast and all of the cultures in there, it evolves over time with what you feed it and the environment it's in. So it's not like the 400-year-old bread, but I do at least get to pretend that I'm eating pirate bread. So the bread will be sour. Yeah. I want a LARP where we just dress in linens and bake and cook. That's an amazing idea. You know, Fred, I lived in Berlin for a year and I don't know what you just said. Yeah. Munimika, that sounds amazing. In fact, if I actually get the gumption to run a LARP, I feel like why don't we just make a bakery? Why don't we just do a little fantasy bakery? It's like we'll get Momo's meat and magic stuff together. I'm hungry now. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we take a break and get a little snack? How does that sound? I could use a water hydrate break. Oh, I'm making soup in a big cauldron. Big iron cauldron-y looking pots are another thing that I scroll endlessly for at 3 in the morning. Oh, one more beer. Okay, that's fair. That's cool. Baking bread in a stone oven one day. Alright, let's have a water break. Let's do it. Yeah. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Enjoy the fairy dance party. Hello. We are back. How's it going? Do we all get enough snacks? Noxley, hello. Finally, glad you finally made it. A wizard is never late. Hey. Boiling some pierogies. Yum. I am just gonna set this little guy. Whoops. Oh, the little goat noises get me every time. I'm just gonna set this here. Hey. Yeah. I'm setting my little talking less things on. Gonna do a little concentrating on this writing. I was fully going to draw today. I think I'm going to draw next time. Because sometimes I can't draw if I feel guilty about not doing another thing. Even if it's all stuff that I just like to do. So, it's drawing first, or writing first, and next stream will be drawing. Thank you. I'll leave this up here. I just scoot it over a little bit. If you guys look at that panel, you can see the William menu pretty much at all times. So I'm gonna concentrate on writing for a little bit. Be right back, Scene was wonderful. Thank you. If I was on YouTube, I'd leave it up for hours. Well, I do post the VOD, VODs, I don't know how people say it, but I do post these on YouTube after. Although I get what you're saying. Just a loop of a fairy dance party, yeah. Feel free to redeem any William gifts. Yeah. Could go to this redeems and commands panel, pull up the menu, do what you want. I'm gonna focus on writing for just a little bit. I should get some timers like Momo. You know what, maybe I'll just set one just in my own house. My mic sure was down. I set a timer by talking to Alexa. Don't listen to me. I'm gonna write for a few minutes. I'm sorry Snoot is not in this scene, Lou. I should import him though, is what I said. "20-minute focus time." You know what, next time we stream, I'm gonna put Snoot in this scene as well. Heck, I'll put him in all of them. He's too cute to leave behind. Feel free to poke around. William is up and running. He is ready to give advice and little presents. Mostly cursed. Funking Host, thank you so much for subscribing. That's very kind of you. It helps keep this obsessive dedication to the aesthetic alive. Also very much helps me to stay in Canada, so very grateful. Thank you. Happy you're back. Thank you. Me too. And welcome to the chat. There's at least one subscribers only sticker and some other fun stuff. And check the redeems panel. What? A hype train? Noxley subscribed a tier. Thank you. Thank you very much for subscribing. That's wild. You guys. That's crazy. What are you doing? What are you up to? That's very kind. What? Say? Oh my goodness. We've reached some sort of goal or something. Anne Marie's gifting us wow. Holy smackaronis. You guys, what are you doing? That's so cool. I just made it so I could press a button to have that little reaction just now. Well, thank you. I don't even know what these goals really are, but it's super cool. I'm kind of blowing past them. Level 2 hype train. That's very cool. It helps a lot. It even just helps because it looks very good on my visa application. If this kind of thing does well, if streaming in the online content, I could literally point to this cool stuff that you guys are doing. All of these little ways that you are helping out. They're not so little. Directly in my application for them to let me stay in Canada. Hello. Pilzonaut. Yeah. Hi. We are doing some piratey themed co-working writing today. Just kind of vibing. Hey. If it's your first time here, you can check out this little panel with all of the redeems and commands. Hey. Thank you for loving the emotes. It's really cool, you guys. Goodness. You're the coolest bunch of nerds on the internet, I swear. The emotes look so cute. It's pretty fun. Congratulations, Brad, on finding your bread. This is the most high-effort aesthetic content for Twitch I've ever seen. It's amazing. Well... Thank you very much. I love the little asides. Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with them. And there will be more coming. Miniatures are super great. I agree. Clearly. Whoa. A level 1 hype train emote. Thank you. Goodness. Thank you to all 4 of you who have subscribed. This is crazy. Hello, Z. How are you doing? Will you ever make longer content like short films? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Honestly, it's just kind of a matter of like the longer the content, the bigger the budget is needed. We do what we can. Wow. That would be so cool. I agree. Lou and I did just film yesterday something that I'm still sitting in the set for. It's I don't know if I'd call it exactly a short film. I mean, it is. But it's an interactive thing. We're slowly creating a choose your own adventure almost type of live stream where it's a lot of it will be pre-recorded, but you'll be able to sort of direct it through chat, and we're sort of figuring it out still, starting with some basics, but it'll be as interactive as I can get it. So I can go for a little while. It'll be a longer form. And at the end of those streams, whatever stuff chat has made happen, you kind of get to watch it like a short film that you directed. Sounds ambitious. I'm into it. Yeah. Well, it's kind of live action choose your own adventure type vibe. Lou has got it down to the elevator pitch. Perfect. Yeah. It's not like epically cinematic as of yet. We're kind of testing it out with more of like an ambiance video vibe. But it was originally like it spawned from an idea of Lou's. I thought it was incredible, and we've just been building on it. We filmed I don't know, what would you call it? Like the first iteration of it. We filmed most of that yesterday. You guys are coming up with some incredible things. Thank you. You're so good with set design and effects. It would be really awesome to see you crowdfund a longer project someday. Thank you. I love the atmosphere. Good night, everyone. Have a nice stream. Love hanging out for a bit. Thank you, Nova. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your support. It means a lot. Yeah, get some good rest. I also have to go, but it was really nice getting to talk with you. I've been a fan since 2020. Yeah, I've been here a while. Wow. And 2020 was not my most prolific content creating years. Thank you. That's very cool. Have a nice evening. Time zone. Have a good time zone. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for your kind words and your support. It's been really nice getting to chat. Shane Wit like from TikTok? Shane Wit what Wally? I'm realizing just now that I have never said your name out loud. It's I just remembered that I'm illiterate. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh. It is the Azrai. This is the Shane. Wow. For those of you who don't know, Shane, well actually we were making stuff in the same community during the Hogwarts Professors tag on TikTok in like 2019 or maybe late 2018. I still have your wish candle. Yeah, I sent Shane a letter. It had a little wish candle in it. I was really into wizard letters at the time, and I'm glad you got it. You know, I still love seeing your videos and your updates. It's very good to see you just trucking along, living your best life. You're very sweet. The vibes are immaculate, and they always have been. Oh. Pardon me, my timer went off. Before the author became a monster. Yeah, or at least before we knew about it, so. Riding the life wave no matter when it's high or low. That's it. That's how you gotta do it. Life wave. Because we're pirate ship themed. That's pretty cool. Oh, Shane, since you're here, I can set you up. Oh, I'm gonna hook you up. Okay, so I have given you. Pardon me, we get interrupted by Clunk sometimes. He's my most trusted financial advisor, and he often has words for me. This, I've given you points, and you can choose. Could get a little gift from our wishing well, whose name is William. He's an old well, and he's a little bit rusty with his gift giving and advice giving and wish granting. So, if you help him practice, you might be delighted. Good, I'm glad. That's a good one. That is one of my favorite runes. So, William has picked well for you. Ha! Made my own dad joke. I love this with my soul. Thank you. I created all of these little guys myself. Well, I guess I didn't build Clunk out of tiny bits of wood, but I did paint him. I did build William, though. And this little cottage. But it's been a lot of fun. I only just started streaming. I don't know. It's not my first time. It's not my first week, but it's close. It's been cool. It's been nice having everybody stop by and getting to chat in real time with people. I tell myself that I'm going to get a lot more work done than I do, but I am having fun. The room name sounds like an Elder Scrolls orc name. Yeah. There's something a bit like orcish, affectionate about the runes, isn't there? Your first week, and to have all of this, you can tell you put all effort into this. People will be very happy here. Thank you. I hope so. It's nice to just vibe, set up everything, and then just hang out in it. That's all I want. What is the verbal meter? Oh, guess what? I have a slide. Yeah, I broke my little verbal meter to say hi to you. I'm perfectly happy with that, though. It's all right. Yeah. That is that. I was just doing a little bit of writing. Mostly I just reread some writing that I'd previously done to catch myself up on my own story. I get way too picky with words. I write slow. What is the story about? The story, I have been, the working title, I've been calling it Pirates and Prejudice, and then that stuck. It is a section of the story of the pirate characters that Lou and I created on TikTok. And it very much features Jack the Cabin Boy and Florian the Poet. Piratey and fun. Thank you, Lou. You know, as long as Lou likes it, that's all I need. But we post it on... I typed in my writing document instead of the chat. We post it on Star Whispers. I can promise you I'll be around often, yeah! But I need to clean and get my next month set up. Yeah, go for it. Let me know if you ever want to game or do cozy stuff. You can't just say stuff like that to me. I would love to. God, I need to pick an inbox that I will actually reliably check. I don't know if we follow each other on Twitter or anything. Or Discord or what. The answer is yes. The question is how. That's all. But yeah. Please don't use TikTok. Oh my god, same. I can find you on Discord. I have faith in you. Also, Instagram. Yeah, I do believe that if I don't follow you on Instagram for some reason, then I've seen you there, so I'll be able to find you too. And hey. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna tell myself that... What time is it? It's 7:19 p.m. here. I think 7:45 I will go make dinner. I'm legit sending your stream to Quincy. This is just beyond ethereal and lovely. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Have a good night. Have a good last day of Pride. It's 1:19 here at night, as in like 1:19 a.m.? Impressive. My feelings would be hurt at that hour just from being awake. Although I guess I have been staying up lately. Writing other stuff. Yes, last day of our existence, we must flee to the closet on the shelf before we fade entirely. It's also Sailor Moon's birthday? A holy day. Oh my god. Lou, we have to observe Sailor Moon's birthday later this evening. I don't know what we're gonna do. Have to like run down the street with toast in our mouths or something. Make little moon cakes. Her birthday is canonically June 30th. Wow. I'll get the pink ribbons. Yeah. We can just have like a ribbon dancing session to the transformation song. Body glitter mandatory. I agree. Oh my gosh. Is it time to revive the glitter mustache? "12 possums in a trench coat. Hello. Nice to see you back." Revive the glitter mustache. Yeah. Well, in the same vein of the thing that we filmed here yesterday, the sort of choose your own adventure cutscene things, I am planning to do a similar one with that character, the little Yeehaw Bard. Oh, possums in a trench coat. I see you trying to use the lurk command, and it should be working. Okay. I wonder if you just have to start out messages with command. I wonder if that's a setting that I've done to myself somehow. There you go. I just breathed really hard right on my microphone. I hope you guys are ready for a hurricane. Mooney Mika. That's close enough to a dad joke. That I think that earns some points. I also just love that movie. It was a good movie. Sorry, Mooney Mika. Drawing attention to you. Just also want to know the answer to that question. That was a... You're right. It was a dad joke. A proper one. There you go. Mortalopus, is that how you say that? Your prop building skills and aesthetic skills inspire me a lot. Thank you very much. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. It's very kind of you to say. Funky Dino. Oh, hello. Welcome to the chat as well. Happy to finally catch a stream. Following your adventures on socials for a while. I love your work. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by and saying so. That's very generous of you. It has been quite a wild ride, hasn't it? Genie and his nearly phenomenal semi-cosmic powers. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Also, I feel like I'd just be inclined to give that sort of title to a character so closely tied to Robin Williams. Yen Sid from The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's a good one as well. Do have that. 10-ish minutes before I said I would go make dinner. Emerson, hello! Like the music and the ambient ship sound. Thank you very much. I constructed the soundscape myself. Hi. Nice to see you here. Hey. I keep typing the little chat command in my writing document. Mozart is a person that I know from the LARP community. As such, I gave you a couple of points, Mozart, and this is pretty much what you can spend them on right now in this particular setup. Yeah, so if you would like, we have an ancient wishing well named William, and he's pretty rusty with his wishing well duties, so he would love the help, love the practice. He likes giving advice and gifts. Glad you started streaming recently. Thank you, me too. It's been a lot of fun. A lot more fun than, to be perfectly honest, a lot more fun than I thought it might be. Didn't know what to expect fully, but I do got a good case of the tism, so this could have gone less well from my brain beans, but it's been great. Fancy. Yeah. That's so cool, thank you. Brought all my little guys to life. And they sure do pay their rent. Not that we do rent here. Not in this cottage. Clunk especially pays rent. Yeah, he is the harbinger of rent. The gift music reminds me of the music they play at the fish shop in the Efteling. That's pretty funny. It is just some traditional, like, Scandinavian folk. Harbinger of Rent, the lesser known song by Metallica. Listen, we talk about him too much and he gets needy. I want to go to Efteling so bad, especially now that Monsieur Cannibal is dead. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's little boats now instead of cauldrons. I have heard that they have made a lot of changes, that specifically a need for them was pointed out in Momo's video, which is very cool. Very. If it is a coincidence, it's a cool one, but also that these changes feel real personally targeted. I cannot wait. So sad you missed the pirate-themed part in the Efteling. That's right, yeah. We need a remake of Az terrorizing the park with the magic wand. Oh god, I would be unstoppable. I loved it. I feel the madness welling up within me right now, just vaguely remembering it. I still have the socks that I got from the Efteling. Wait, in the video you had a magic wand from Pardos. Pardos? I always forget how to say that character's name. There's a... Yes, the sort of mascot jester of the Efteling. Yeah, Yeah, the interactive one. I knew it needed to happen. Pardos. Oh, cool. Yeah. I've randomly heard your quote, "I'm gonna be a little bit happier for the rest of my life in the wild," by someone who doesn't watch your videos, in the same tone. I don't know what friend they got it from, but your impact. Thank you. That, I'm pretty sure that was after the Dream Flight. Droomvlucht. I don't know how to say that either. I'm so sorry to any Dutch person who may be watching. But that is purely a trickle down of those incredible animatronics. It was a good video, and it was a really nice gift from Momo as well. I lived in Berlin at the time, going back and forth between... Well, I might have already been in Ireland. But, anyway, relatively nearby. And Momo was coming to do a video, and for Christmas, she brought me along, and we went together, and it was during a time that was pretty emotionally difficult for me. Yeah, I think I was living in Ireland at the time. I think I had already moved there. But it was during a time where I was dealing with some stuff. That is long over now, but that was a much needed just shot of friendship straight in the veins. Yeah, I think I was, because I think I remember bringing a whole ass book of fairy tales back in my little suitcase. Yeah, I'd love to go back. They have 2 or 3 new fairies? New fairies? Okay. I love the ship cabin vibes. And modern... Oh, man. Modern. I'm just gonna say modern. Thank you. Emilia Rivers. Yes. Oh, hey. Hello. Nice to see you back. The fairies on the music boxes were magical. I need to rewatch the video. Like, my memory of that ride is like a fever dream, but in the best way. And the door, like, if I think too hard about that door, there's this part where there are all these, like, fiber optic stars, and they all converge, and they go up into a line, and then it opens like a door, and I thought my brain was gonna melt out of my ears. I've never been so jacked up for a ride in my life as when that door opened. Like, yeah! I'm ready for the fairies to kidnap me for 100 years! Ugh. I guess that's another thing, that if I talk about it for too much, I'm just gonna have like a manic moment. I'm just gonna start yelling. As a Dutch person, the part where you tried the pond water was funny because I knew what the sign said, but there are actually a lot of fountains and things you can drink from in the water. Oh, yeah. You know, that I'm glad it was a laugh. That was kind of best case scenario. I didn't catch anything. I did not get dysentery. It was a good little giggle, and I've heard from Momo that they've put English versions of those signs up now. That's why the signs need pictures. Silly foreigners, yeah. Yup. Listen. Yeah. I don't know. It would be a surprise to nobody who knows me personally. Lou once looked on in horror as I ate a piece of seaweed right off an Australian beach. It's not my brightest moment, but I was fine. I don't recommend it though. I cannot judge. I love foraging. Yeah. Yeah. That's all it was. Just get to like the end point of foraging. Was it crunchy? No. Maybe. I don't know. Seaweed has like one crunch, and then it's slime. I want to go visit Momo's sleeping carcass, aka Snow White, in the afterlife. We cannot pretend there isn't an uncanny resemblance. This wasn't the same day as Phantom of the Opera for Carpenters, but it was close. Hey! Thank you for following. Whoa. Coco... Help me here. Coco... My brain sees that and it wants to say skeletal. Coco skeletal, like a chocolate skeleton. Kestrel, Coco Kestrel, thank you. Hey! Thanks for stopping by, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the little cottage at the end of the universe. Hey. Emilio Michelle. Thank you for following. Welcome to the cottage at the end of the universe. I'm just hanging out, writing, having some good themed vibes. Hello there. Oh, Phantom of the Opera for carpet. Yes, okay, it's come flooding back to me now. We stayed one of the Airbnbs that Lou and I stayed in while we were fleeing the Mold Palace for our very lives. You know, it felt like our nervous systems were turning into soup. could only think to just go stay somewhere else, anywhere. And the series of Airbnb misfortunes that we had are so hilarious now. But one of the ones that we stayed in had construction going on directly upstairs. And I don't mean like drywall or anything. They were sawing through metal pipes from early in the morning until way past when it was legal at night. So much, like, I am not a police caller, not ever, and usually, especially, I would not think to do so in Australia, but it was torture, like trying to exist in that place. Just like a single tear streamed down your face. It was so bad. So I like called in a noise complaint, and they stopped. They were like kind of apologetic, and then the next day it started up again. And so we decided we had to leave. And so what I did was I got my big boombox, my Bluetooth boombox. I got a ladder from, I think, maybe out back, and I put the boombox facing the ceiling at full volume, and I put on the Phantom of the Opera on repeat, and then we left. We left for the day, and I had it on Spotify, playing from my computer. So it was still going while we were gone, and I could see that it was still playing the entire time. It must have been, that was probably one of the pettiest things I've ever done. But you know, we'd had it. We dealt with so much. Thank you. It was very funny. And this was, I think, before the guy fell through the ceiling in the bathroom in that place. Yeah, they got surround sound from the hole they fell through in the bathroom. Yep. Yes. Yep. I just remember hearing a big noise going in, and Lou was there, and there was a guy up there, and there's just a big hole over the sink. And from my memory, I think the guy said hello, and Lou said, well, that's not good. And he's like saying hello through the hole in the ceiling that he's just caused over the sink. And it's good. He was a construction worker. They were doing construction on the place above us, and they came down. They patched it up. They were very apologetic. We have a very funny photo of Lou and this man with like a little hand duster. Like, what's that gonna do? But it was yep. Couldn't make this up. And the Airbnb owner, true Airbnb owner fashion, they gave us a little bit of a discount. Yeah. Lucky neither of us were in there. Yeah, neither of us were using the washroom at the time. Probably the best kind of person, an alcohol in your ceiling, like a construction worker. Yes. So that's sitcom shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It sure was. It was definitely at the point. This is unreal. This can't. Where's my Inception totem? Like, this can't possibly be life. He put a little roll of carpet over it. Or something. That's true. They actually, from the bottom, they covered it up with like essentially a big sticker. And they left it like that for a little, like a day or something, while they patched it up the next day. Pretty quick, I think. Or maybe a couple of hours, I don't know. I drowned myself in the drain of a man throw. fell through the ceiling while I was in the shower. Yeah, it was if either of us had been compromised in there in any way, it would be a very different very different situation. Luckily though. Good gracious. Those bananas. And that is the milder of the Airbnb stories. It's getting close to time to go make dinner. So maybe, yeah. I'd have laughed so hard I probably have passed out. If I didn't have bronchitis at the time. Yeah, that was the mild story. And Lou's milder, not moldier. Yeah. Lou's given us the tie-in. But I think this was after. So the very first Airbnb that we fled to, I'm closing my writing thing at this point because you know what, I've written like 4 paragraphs, which is fine. we're gonna end this stream with the first story, with the first Airbnb, which it's the story of the Airbnb poop gas. The first Airbnb that we fled our toxic mold-ridden rental to. It was just it was a really unremarkable looking place. Like it wasn't fancy, but it wasn't terrible looking. It seemed very normal. Super happy. The bathroom, we noticed, had kind of a funny smell. Like it didn't smell like anything crazy, you know. It smelled like, sure, I guess, funny smelling bathroom. And for a couple of days, Lou, fortunately, thank goodness, was going outside. Cue literal spit take at poop gas. Yes, we're getting there. Lou was going out, just sort of like connecting with some friends that were in town, like after a long time. I think a friend that is in the Navy, so they like rarely get a chance to see him. So, something like that. They had a reason to be out, and I was working from home. I was setting up my Etsy store at the time. My Etsy store for graphic props. Like, I make customizable, editable, wanted posters and stuff, and I was just freshly setting it up. Because we kind of desperately needed, like, even a teeniest bit of some sort of income. And I needed something. I obviously couldn't film. I couldn't do this kind of work. So I was doing that. I was really full on into that. So all day, multiple days in this place. And I noticed like I kept getting like headaches, nausea. I didn't know what was going on. I thought like at first it didn't feel that different from the effects of the mold. So I was just like, man, I just need to like ramp up the like mold detox routine. And I was doing that and it wasn't helping. And it got to the point where I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I was having a lot of trouble breathing. It wasn't super fun. I was very nauseated. I say a lot of trouble. I felt like I was having some trouble breathing and I didn't want to wait around to see if that got worse. So we went to the hospital at like 3 in the morning and they were like, here's a Zyrtec. Like you're not Australian, you don't have health insurance. It's gonna cost you $500 just to like set foot in here in a real way. And I was like, okay, give me the Zyrtec, bye. And we got back and it like a couple hours passed or something, and I realized that the smell from the bathroom was giving me the headache and the nausea, and I was feeling worse and worse. And I just casually Googled, like, can the smell of sewage make you sick? And I discovered what's called sewer gas, which the smell was exactly the smell. It was sulfur, smell of sulfur and ammonia, which is just what happens when there's like a leak somewhere in that allows the gas to like come back up into the house. And it's incredibly toxic. It is the same gas, like that sulfuric dioxide or something. It's the same gas that comes out of volcanoes. You know, in the Rings of Power, the volcano made that lady, that the queen lady, blind. That was the gas. That's poop gas. It's poop gas. And like my eyes were very irritated. My nose was really irritated, and I was like, in that moment, I was like, oh my god, that's what it is. And so we, like, volcanic shit gas. Yes. Yep, poop gas. And so we Lou was absolutely heroic in this time because like the effects of it were like delayed for Lou. Lou like packed me up because I felt like I stopped drinking ages ago, but I felt like you couldn't describe a worse hangover feeling. My vision was blurry. I felt like hot wet cat food in a cold paper bag. Um I could barely move. And so we got out of there, and oh, did I thumbs down? Was that me? Who did this? I don't know. Yeah, it was bad. Um, where was I? Yes. So Lou packed us up. We got out of there, did more research on it, and apparently, like, you can recover from it just by getting out. So that's what we did. This Airbnb owner told us that there was first told us that there was nothing wrong, and then told us that that somebody came out to look at it, said there was nothing wrong, and left. Which, like, without even a call out fee or any record or anything, no, that doesn't happen. And when we went back, because we forgot a pillow, so it was like a special pillow because Lou has spinal injuries, so the pillows are very important. So we went back for this pillow just to run in and grab it. And the window was open, the smell was gone at that time. And so somebody had clearly come by and fixed it. And she lied about it. And she didn't give us a refund. The Airbnb owners fucking lie. Yeah, Well, she didn't give us a refund, and Airbnb did not help us out even a little bit. The owner said that she had 2 plumbers come by, and they said that nothing was wrong. But when and it took me days to stop feeling nauseated, and it took me months to stop feeling like I had irritated eyes and nose. I thought, like, I was worried for a bit that my vision was going to be a little bleary. Oh yeah, and then we both got bronchitis. we both got bacterial and viral bronchitis from it, which is a thing that is like, it's on the list of things that can happen to you. Lou, our doctor actually said, like, will you please go to the emergency room? And Lou said, clunk, buddy. Yeah, anyway, yeah, our GP, who was a pretty cool dude, all things considered. I know, Clunk, that's rude to interrupt, but he's got such a fast metabolism. We forgive him this. Actually, like, yeah, nearly begged, like, as I watched, begged Lou to go to the emergency room, but we had just been there, and we just had these experience that nothing would lead us to believe that this would be fixed. And so our GP pretty much, like, performed emergency sort of like respiratory services there. He did like, it was like what is it like field medic stuff basically, and that's where we were. So I got bronchitis and Lou got bronchitis. It was just a bit delayed because they had been out during the day where I was home the whole time. And it was also my birthday. Yeah, nebulizer, so Lou could breathe. Yep. Yeah, it was also my birthday. It was a couple days after that, but I was still very much in the sick. Like, it was so much that, like, the birthday time was lovely because fortunately, Lou happened to have booked an Airbnb like way previous before we knew we were going to be fleeing during this time. So we're like, okay, well, we'll just keep that reservation, uh, keep fleeing the Mold Palace, and that it was a lovely time. But my stomach, it was so bad that I couldn't go into places in this area. It was a lovely little like mountain village. I don't know if that was Sassafras, but it was amazing. It was a lovely little mountain village, and so it was a bit remote, and so some places are on like septic systems. And it was so bad that I could tell when a place was on a septic system, and I couldn't stay inside, or I was gonna chuck. Oh, it was pitiful. It was pitiful there, but it's objectively now extremely funny that it was poop gas. Thank you for sharing these. Is it thumbs downing when I say poop? I don't know. Okay. Thank you for sharing these stories. It makes me feel so much less alone. Being wronged by landlords or anyone in charge of your living space is just awful. And the gaslighting is next level. It absolutely is. And thank you. Thank you for saying that. 'Cause, gosh, it's also so isolating when you go through this stuff because I don't know about anybody else. Maybe it's a neurodivergent thing, but when you're dealing with an emergency situation, it's so hard to like reach out or do anything besides just deal with it. It's a full-time job, just like dealing with and surviving all this stuff. So you don't really keep in touch with anybody. Like, even to ask for like help when you need it, you just don't, which is why you guys didn't hear from me for so long, from either of us. And so like the only people you're dealing with are these people. It's like the landlords and the doctors and the Airbnb owners who are all either not helpful, like on a scale, not helpful to actively gaslighting you and causing your problem. Snoot options is sorry. I will. Snoot is not in this scene today, but he's resting. I will move him into this scene as well, though, so that you guys will be able to interact with Snoot at all times next time. As someone who lived in an asbestos apartment for years where they continuously moved my ceiling tiles, yikes, I'm sorry and you're not alone. Yeah, asbestos is like, you're very specifically not supposed to disturb it, right? Like that's when it gets really gnarly. So that's, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's terrible. I could go on and on. God, because like this isn't even touching on the landlord in charge of the moldy place, right? Like they never had a working dishwasher the entirety of their lease there. I won't like delve into the whole thing, but like he brought a random dude over. Like I think tradies is the colloquialism for just like handyman in Australia. So tradies came in, but it didn't work. And he, at some point, after trying to get this dishwasher fixed for like a year and a bit, this guy just decided, I'm not fixing this place up anymore. I'm not doing it. And so he did nothing about the mold. They came over to inspect the place when we we said like, please get this inspected for mold. And they just said, no, there's no mold, and if there is mold, it's your fault because you have items in your home. And it was just bananas. Lou had to pay for the building inspector themselves to come, who found the mold. Oh my gosh, hello. Essie Metilier. You know what? Here we go. I'm going in. Thank you very much for subscribing. As you might have just heard, yeah, there's a lot of important, there's a lot of help. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, spawn. Yep. You had to pay for a mold inspector out of pocket as well? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, it's just criminal. I mean, I think like the housing crisis situation, something's gonna happen. So it's gonna break very soon, hopefully, like globally in a big way, because this cannot continue. I mean, Lou and I lost every bit of like savings, collateral, whatever that we had. And if we didn't do that, I just don't think we would have survived it. Like, I just don't think we would have. We were able to start rebuilding here, partly because of the support of everybody who still, like, stayed on, and I'll get choked up if I talk about that too much, but people who kept supporting me, even though, like, it had been so long since I had been able to, like, make the kind of work that is most meaningful to me. Like, we've been able to rebuild a little bit here. Very, very grateful for that. And you're right, Canada is not affordable, but, however, it's not roadblockingly impossible the way that it was for us in Australia. It needs to break either way. It needs to break everywhere. I'm actually very, very glad to see Canadians in general being so vocal about their housing crisis, even though Lou and I came from a situation that was like a bit more dire for us. Again, not to discount anybody's experience here, but from our perspective. But it's actually very comforting to see people, like, it feels like it might not get to the point that we were at in Australia. Yeah, that is a harrowing ordeal. Yeah, it was, and we are just so happy. We're so happy to be anywhere else. So thank you everyone here for your support. Oh hi, Sally Nightmare. Hello. We raided Sally, right? Yes, in the during my last stream. This is Sally Nightmare is very cool. This is I'm very new to streaming, so I don't have a shout out thing yet, but you guys definitely follow her. It's very like early Tim Burton vibe stream. There's a dog, 420 friendly, LGBT friendly. It was really nice little time there. I don't know why this thing keeps doing that. I stayed for 5 months at a temporary place until mold was in the wardrobe under my pillow. Yeah, kitties. Yeah, followed. Yes, community. Yeah, no problem. In the wardrobe under my pillow, behind the mattress. Told the people the tiny house was from, and they didn't do anything about it. They didn't care. Said it was from the moist. We caught, yeah, but it was already there. Yeah, nobody seems to. I have not heard many stories, if any, about a mold complaint that got adequately taken care of, and you just don't know how devastating it could be until it starts disintegrating your life. Like, we had to get rid of most of the things that we owned at the time. So many, and we had to get things professionally cleaned because we couldn't touch them. Like Lou's arms, I mean, they will still do this, break out into like a burning red rash just being near a similar kind of mold. There's one kind of mold that I am particularly allergic to. It's the yellow mold, which I'm also allergic to some kinds of antibiotics. Penicillin is made from penicillium, which is the yellow mold, and so it's all coming together. I feel like sometimes the guy with red strings on the wall, but it's true. But when I encounter that yellow kind of mold, I get a fever and I am flat until I get like an antifungal medicine specifically. The allergic reaction's that bad. I get, God, why is this such a common thing? Because same here. Well, at least in Australia, climate change is causing like more flash floods and stuff. and rising temperatures and stuff like that, that makes mold a little bit more, it makes it happier. So that is one aspect of it. But I also remember hearing about there's a thing in Australia where builders of homes can declare bankruptcy on their building company and not be liable for the buildings that they built at the time in that company. So they can declare bankruptcy and start again rather than just building good homes. And I don't know if that is still a thing, but it was a thing for long enough that there are a lot of homes that are just not up to code. Yeah, so I'm babbling on, and I see like chat's going crazy. Hagendai says, I had a landlord who was a dentist, and the guy he got to do all the work on the apartment was paid in free dentistry. Everything he did was ridiculous. We called him Mad Tony. You know, Hagen-Dazs is a dear friend of mine, and sometimes, like, I learn a new thing every time we speak, but also they are one of the few people whose life sometimes sounds as fake and made up as my own, and it's very comforting to me. They are going to start streaming soon. They're also going to be the voice of another little guy, a little character in this little magical cottage. So follow them wherever you can, or at least pay attention, because I will start shouting from the rooftops as soon as they start streaming. And also, Valley Nightmare, I'm gonna add some points because I feel like it, because you're cool. With points, we have this wishing well here. This is William, our ancient wishing well, and these are some things that William likes to do. He likes to give gifts and advice. It's an old well, and his skills are a bit rusty, and so if you toss him a coin with these points, it helps him practice, and he's very grateful. I'm pretty sure I was subscribed to Hagen-Dazs on YouTube. Might have gotten unsubbed. Yeah. Sometimes it does that. Yeah! Oh, we had a little bit of a William moment here, glitching out a bit. Sometimes when we go back to back like that, it just keeps wanting to go back to back, so I have to get us out of there. William gets in a little bit of a feedback loop. He gets carried away. Yeah. Right. Having a bit of a William Wish Marathon. That's a lovely rune. Yeah, sometimes he just gives nice runes, nice advice. Amelia River said, how do you get that lantern to swing? I'm mesmerized. It's just a string. It's just a string. It's a little like rope and pulley string, and it's down here somewhere. So that when I wiggle, when certain parts wiggle, it'll swing. Did anybody redeem a coin and then not get one because of our little glitch moment there? Because I will give you your points back and you can try it again. I love a simple solution. Penguins Forever 20, your setup is so cool. Thank you very much. I really like to put a lot of time into vibes and then just do nothing in them. Just hang out. Is it dinner time? I think you said you were going earlier. Just making sure. You are right. Knox Lee, I do just want to make sure that nobody's got their coin skipped. So, Knox Lee, we're gonna give you your points back. What coin did you try to get? I'll scroll up. Oh no, I see curses. Oh yeah. That's a nice one. I don't know why it keeps doing this thumbs down. Can you guys see the thumbs down thing that it's doing on my camera? Because I didn't choose this. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing that. Sometimes Discord does that to me. And I ain't doing nothing. It's an Apple thing. You can turn it off. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense now. Because it is stalking me, this effect. Yeah. Do you think you would ever be interested in doing streaming full-time or daily? I would. I'd have to, like, I have some troubleshooting to do. I did just start, so I'm still working out some kinks and stuff. But I think it would be a lot of fun. I still like to make videos and stuff, but... Oh yes, so the points for William are points through Streamlabs CloudBot, because I can use that same point system if I go over to YouTube to stream. And I don't change anything on here. So it's different from the Twitch channel points. I know very little about Twitch channel points at this time. Select reactions in the video menu icon, which appears in the menu bar when a video call is in progress. I see it. Oh god. Click an arrow. No, we're looking at microphones. Well. Wow. No. Okay. I'll figure that out later. But thank you for pulling it up. I'm just gonna take a wee little screenshot of what you've just said to me. Little Echo cosplay. Thank you for trying to help. Do you still have your Discord? I know I was on it at one point. I have, there's a Discord I'm interested in joining as well. Thank you. Yeah, I have not made my Twitch Discord yet. I've always had a Patreon Discord. And that's a really nice little place. We have movie nights, and there's a crafting channel, and the people there are very chill crafting nerds. I love it. But I am intending to make a Twitch Discord. I didn't really know that was a common thing. I don't know anything about Twitch culture just yet. I bring that homeschooled energy with me everywhere, everywhere I go. But yeah, I perfectly happy to make one. I also did make a couple for the interactive tags that I did on TikTok. So those are still, they're not super active because the tags are, you know, we're taking a long break, as you might have been able to tell from the mold. Wow, it was the Patreon when I was on. Oh, you should still be. I'm sorry things got scary for you. You never have to, feel bad about that. But once you're in the Patreon Discord, you should always be allowed in there. I don't revoke Discord status if you cancel a pledge. I think, I mean, if you have a little community and you're making friends there and stuff, I wouldn't feel right like barring people from that. But if there's some sort of bug and that happened anyway, absolutely let me know, because I will just get you back in there. Like, the invite page is on a patrons only Patreon post. It's like connected to Patreon, but there's nothing that should be kicking anybody out after they're in there. I just think this is really cool. Thank you. I could, yeah. I was thinking about use Patreon to grant access to certain channels and open some other ones up for everyone. I was thinking about that. I want to float it with my patrons first, just in case that sounds terrifying to them. Generally very cool people though, so I think that'll be all right. It's like we'll keep the small intimate vibes that they have come to know and love, and we'll create some new ones that's for everybody. Love it. Apparently got shuffled into a folder not associated with the LARP stuff. Oh, cool. Thanks for letting me know I should still have access. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem. A channel would be cool. I'd love to see everyone's crafts. Well, dang. Now we gotta do it. I guess I'll talk to Alice, who is Haagen-Dazs's spouse. If you end up joining the Discord in any capacity, you will come to know Alice. Saved my sparkly behind. Yeah, well man, I really did mean to get some more writing done, but you guys are too interesting. And you also let me rant about the mold ordeal for however long, so thank you. I appreciate that. It's like you don't really get to talk to many people about that who really know what's going on. So mold, a common enemy. Yes. That really is it, isn't it? And boy, do we... Ugh. Oh man, Clunk is getting as hungry as I am. So, all right, let's do it. Last call for any wishes or advice from William. We'll do one or two more, and anybody who cashes it in, if it bugs out again, I'll just give you your points back. We'll do it next time. Yeah, Immer's Art. Excuse me, Streamlabs. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That one's an interesting one. It sounds like William's being sassy, but I'm poking around your website and have found Marrow. Huge. Yeah, Noxley, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see your username, I think of that demon man that I created on TikTok. Yeah, go eat. Yes, yep, you are correct. It is time to do that. But yeah, if anybody wants to see the stuff that I was writing today, it is on our website. Lou and I write together. Hi, Seraph Blade. Oh, you're catching us just at the end. Yeah, maybe I will make Chimkin. Yeah, I might make some Chimkin as well. Man, this is, you guys are like the equivalent of getting a little bit kidnapped by the fairies. I feel like I could come here, hang out, and when I step out, on my hero tone right, I'll get old and hungry and fall over. So, I'm also a poet named Nox who is vaguely demon-coded. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. I need a nighttime snack. Yeah, we all do. We are all there. Cool. All right. Before I think of something else that's going to be too much fun to leave, I think we're gonna play us out. Yeah, the songs on my end screen. If you liked any of the music that you heard, I try to credit as much of it as possible in my credits. And also, if you hear a lady singing in the credits, it's my mom. And if you hear a dude singing, it's friends from the California LARP community. It's all just music that never got properly released for streaming and download. So enjoy some rare music. Everybody have a good dinner, a good snack, a good time zone. Go get hydrated. And I will implement these suggestions because you've got my brain going. I'm pretty excited. Good night.
You've given me a call. You know, I finally patched that hole up in the wall. It's getting harder to remember why our love died and who pulled the trigger, but it's not like we had very far to fall. Oh, and if you think of me from time to time, he said you took the dog and you moved to Donegal. Well, I wonder about all the things that you don't feel when you see my picture. And I wonder if you're missing me. Oh, and you think of me from time to time. But I'll be putting it right out of your mind. The beginning of the end. But the fact that it keeps saying all the songs that make me remember, and I'm trying not to carry on. Oh, but you're right.